Hey guys, Peter Brown, Danny O'Dwyer with GameSpot. This Saturday had the VGX Awards showing off a lot of new content for a lot of games people are excited about, but not one trailer caught as much attention as No Man's Sky.
Yeah, this is a game I got to see just the day before, and I'd been kind of waiting for it to be shown there so I could start talking to people about it.
Yeah.
And because of the sort of the high concept of this game, a lot of what's in it and what it's about doesn't really come across in the trailer. So this is the new game from Hello Games. They're the guys and girls who made Joe Danger.
Right.
That was a four-man team based in Guildford in South London who made Joe Danger. There's now 13 of them. Only 4 of them are working on No Man's Sky. But I have a feeling after this past weekend, there's probably going to be more of that team transitioning onto it.
That's pretty ambitious, because from what I could tell, this game is gigantic.
Yeah, so it's this procedurally generated kind of space exploration game, I'd say. You can call it more than anything else. So in the trailer, you see the player emerge from the water on this planet, get into a spaceship, and then fly off into space. All the planets that are in the distance there, you can actually go to. All the details that are on them are actual spots on those planets that you can explore.
And everything is seamless, right? I mean, you start from from as deep as the ocean and really can go from there to space without loading screens or any of that to get in the way.
It seems like the only major barrier is time. Like, you can essentially, all the stars that are in the sky, you can go to as well. It's just going to take you a while to get there. So in terms of scope, the universe, as it were, is absolutely huge. You kind of if there is a goal in the game, the basic goal is to get to the center of the universe. That's what Sean was telling me. Everyone kind of starts on the outside and they're trying to make their way in. He said it's hard. It's not going to be like, you know, a single player game where most people finish it. He says it's more like something perhaps like Dark Souls, where, you know, only a certain percentage of people do it and there's a struggle near the end. The further you get to the center of the universe, the harder it gets. He also alluded to the sort of the multiplayer aspects of the game, which sounds more like kind of this, you know, we were talking earlier about like asynchronous or synchronous multiplayer, where essentially when everyone starts on day one, the star map is going to be completely empty because nothing's been discovered. If you find a planet or a solar system, you can elect to put it on the star map, and then it all gets peppered into the universe.
And like, if people go to that planet, you can see like who discovered it. You can even think when they discovered it. A little bit of notoriety.
And all that stuff on those planets was procedurally generated, from the ecology, to different animals that are in there, to the landmass, to the like colors of the trees, the size of it, the like even stuff like the chemicals that are in the air, whether it's breathable and stuff like that.
I'm curious how that's going to work with the whole concept of getting to the center of the universe, because that says that there is a sort of finite distance in the game, but if things are procedurally generated on the fly, you can really kind of just expect content to keep going.
It's a crazy idea that like all this will be procedurally generated, but that also it's shared, and it's shared across an entire like persistent universe. It's like it's like, you know, if a tree falls in the forest, does anyone hear it kind of thing. It's like all this stuff is just getting it becomes real by just being discovered, you know. So they don't know what systems it's going to come out on. They want to bring it out on PC. They want to shop it around now, I think, to Sony and Microsoft. Apparently they hadn't seen it as of Saturday, so I imagine both of those guys now are kind of interested in getting involved in it. But it's a really interesting sort of high concept game that's piqued a lot of people's interest. It shows a different type of sci-fi, a kind of more colourful, vibrant sci-fi than the sort of neon and, you know, space marine stuff we're kind of used to seeing. So
the biggest reaction I saw coming out of the reveal were how many people were surprised at the fact that such a small studio was creating a game that's rivaling something like Destiny.
Yeah, so there's been a kind of like, I think people have to be kind of, in terms of scope, they need to kind of understand what this game is. To me, it seems more like an extension of something like Minecraft. Like, it's a kind of a high concept. It's just cleverly designed, but it's not. Those types of games are going to be high production value, very single-player driven experiences. Whereas this seems more like a playground for people to just hop in and kind of explore. Exploration seems to be the kind of the key tenet they're going for with this.
Awesome. Well, that's No Man's Sky coming from Hello Games. I can't wait to find out more. Stay tuned to GameSpot for more coverage of all the games at VGX, including No Man's Sky. Thanks for watching.